This one's for you.
Quick and knockback. That's a one shot, right?
I'm saving my
I saw a move like that once, centuries
I
ago.
hate that when that happens. I swear I got scared because I want to kick it in another enemy and mark oneable.
Your time has come.
Good.
That will not distract.
Paragon collar. That's free.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Oh, that's so close. Perfect. Not really perfect because it doesn't kick her off the edge. Ah, should work. At least she gets damaged.
I will not be defeated.
This is annoying by a long shot. Corrupted.
Love the effort.
Hey, that hurt.
That's like super duper ouchy. Corrupted.
Your deliverance is at hand.
Ow. My squiggly scooch. Nico needs healing fast.
Shields are holding.
With shields.
Looks like we're not done yet.
Reinforcements, of course. She's still standing, which is good.
I'm up.
Resist, fully charged. Nice.
The
Okay.
longer this takes, the more danger you're in. Don't
Oh.
let her overwhelm you.
Really?
Helpful insight. Maybe
The
you should
longer
come
this
down here
takes, the
and knock
more
on
dangerous.
doors.
Come out here and fight yourself. If you're so, like, high and mighty and know everything. Can't redraw. Forceful knockback. Anything of quick? Nope.
You were too weak for this fight.
This one is almost gone. If targets, I would love to stun someone, but I don't know how. 29 something. Two playable cards. Tony, can you go here? Thank you. Let's take a shot at it, literally. Not that, like that way.
This should be good.
No, it's not powerful enough to
Bad.
actually hit him against that thing behind. Okay. Okay. We have one doggo who's targeting Iron Man. That guy's targeting Iron Man. Anything I can use, like elemental area? No. That one I could use. Why not something? I can. Oh yeah, I can.
Here we go.
Boom, on the head. How much's left? 100. Oh, that's perfect. That's just perfect. Finally, I hope.
This was no match for us.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
I would say with a little match.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. Should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. To think my own son, Tony, might one
Better
day-
not miss.
Can I keep the club? Like the mace? No? Okay, fine. Champions of Magic. Not really. When it comes to Tony, at least. Oof. I really thought we had to fight against Hulk. But that thing was bad enough. That Red Maiden. Yikes. Big time. Okay, let's see what Tony has to say.
Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
I had no idea you hated your father. Seems like we have a lot in common.
Don't get me started. I could go on about it for an hour. Or 50 minutes. Weekly.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs.
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
Shop class. That as well. Okay, interesting. What a fight.
Hey, boss.
Spider-Man. Okay, shop class in a sec.
The team made short work of the Dread Maiden.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
Give me a minute.
You got it.
It's your move, Tony.
All this gamma exposure and corruption isn't good for you and your collar. Lilith's sway runs deep. I know you feel it, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Have you seen the news lately? Because if I could just have one power right now, it would be to unsee it.
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
An absence of news is not necessarily a bad thing.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
So take heart that nothing is being reported regarding your neighborhood. It probably means everything is okay there.
Thanks, Hunter. That makes me feel mildly better. I just hope Aunt May is safe. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
Be assured, we will not allow any harm to come to her.
You really mean that?
I do.
That, means so much to me to hear you say. Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter.
Tony Stark's father had a secret trove of gamma research that Bruce Banner stole from under our noses. That stings me, and I'm not even an Avenger.
I feel it every day. She reaches out across the world, seeking more.
Banner was a double agent. This is like the Winter Soldier all over again.
Okay, shop class.
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment, but a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Okay, I really hope this turns out for the better now.
For me.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
Yeah, I knew he had it in it.
I always believed Tony would do the right thing.
That's where we differ. But I'm glad to be wrong. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Okay, let's go.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? We don't have much on this saber-tooth guy, but we know he's incredibly dangerous. He's also somewhat predictable.
In what way?
When it comes to a fight, he's extremely aggressive. Our ideas take advantage of that.
What have you cooked up?
The initial prototype uses a tailored pheromone to keep him away. It provokes an intense revulsion we hope will blunt his attacks.
Like a foul scent used to keep animals at bay?
Well put. Our other prototype is... well, we kept it simple. It's part sedative and part itching powder.
To trip him up with a thorn in his paw.
A very distracting thorn at that. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. So, are we good to go on this project?
Always.
I am ready.
Combat items. Select the hero to gain block equal to half their maximum health. Not too bad. Vulnerable. I would say I take that one. Oh, nice. God. Patience. That's expensive in... well, that's also big deal damage.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
You know, I might stay for a bit more. I want to finish an adjustment to the Hell Ride. Is that it for today?
Not yet.
Give me a minute.
You got it.
I want to talk to Peter first.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work.
Yet.
Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
You ready to leave?
Yeah.
I am ready to go.
Hey, Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, what was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. The stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. I respect that you shared this, warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hell Ride? You wanna give me a hand?
Sure. Tell me where you need me.
Interesting. We got that story completed. Oh. Okay. I think we can hit the hay. Basically. Injured healed. Combat bonus. Pretty nice. Private message from Peter. And from Ilyana, it seems.